What's up everyone, welcome to a new video. So as you can probably see by the title and thumbnail, in this video we are going to be doing a first drive with my Mark V GTI, which is right there. So first of all I'm going to do a quick walk around of the car, show you what it looks like inside and outside once it's been repaired. If you haven't seen it already, you can check out my previous videos, but in this video I'll just do a quick walk around so you can see what it looks like now. And then in the second part we will be putting the GoPro on my head or somewhere in the car, and then we can go for a drive. I'll talk a bit about the car, what I think so far, because I have driven it a small bit already. So I'll tell you some of my first impressions and in general what I think about the car so far. So without wasting any more time, I'm going to throw up some cinematic clips of the car and then we can get on to the next part of the video. So I'm just quickly going to start off with the front of the car. As you can see, the car was damaged on this front right side of the car. I will throw up a photo on the screen of what the car looked like when it was crashed, but right now you can see it looks all good. I do have to play around with the gaps as well, clean the car up and just do a couple of small things before it's all fixed up. As you can probably see right now, we do have different front wheels and different back wheels, and that is because during the accident the front right wheel and tire was damaged, so I had to put on two different front wheels and leave the back wheels the way they came at the start. We maybe do have some new wheels that are really nice for the car, but that's most likely in the next video, so I'm not going to talk about that too much. I'll just let you wait another week most likely so you can find out what wheels we maybe bought. So as you can probably see straight away, we do have some nice leather seats front and back. We do have a nice GTI steering wheel as well, and the most important, which is right there, it's a DSG gearbox. So that DSG gearbox is probably the main reason why I bought this car, because I did want the Mark V GTI with that DSG gearbox because I've never had one before, and I knew they are a lot of fun because I have driven them before, but I just wanted to experience it in my own car. So that is actually the main reason why I bought this car in the first place. So I think that's pretty much it for the walk around. The back of the car just looks like a normal Mark V GTI. There is no mods, as you can probably see already. So now let's probably move on to the inside of the car where we can do a POV drive, and I'll just talk a bit about the car in general. Okay, so in this part of the video I just want to answer a couple of questions, and then I'll put the GoPro on my head and we can do a quick POV drive, probably hit up some nice mountain curvy roads so we can actually see what the car feels like. Okay, so the first question is what my plans are with this car. Since it's all fixed up now, the original plan was to just buy the car, fix it up and sell it straight away, but I've been thinking about it and I kind of want to have some fun. It is coming close to summer as well, so I kind of want to have some fun with this car before I end up selling it. I do have profit to be made on this car most likely, so I do want to make some profit off the car, and I think after keeping the car for some time, maybe doing a few small mods as well, I will be able to sell the car and probably make some profit as well. So basically I will probably end up keeping the car for the whole of summer, do a few small mods, nothing major. I'm not going to do any engine mods most likely because I don't want to put a lot of money into the car, and then once summer is over I will probably end up trying to sell the car and move on to a different car. So the next thing that I want to talk about is kind of what I think about the car in general. I will be comparing it probably to my last car, which is the E46. That was 2.2 litre petrol engine with 170 horsepower, and this is a 2 litre petrol with 200 horsepower. And the previous car was a manual, and this is a DSG automatic gearbox. So there isn't really much to compare in these cars because they are completely different cars. But with the GTI, the way it's automatic and it has paddles and it has 30 more horsepower, it does feel a lot faster compared to the E46. That's like definitely 100% for sure. The car does feel actually nice and stiff on corners as well, which I was kind of surprised because I think the suspension is stock. So if you know, leave it in the comments, because I'm not sure if the suspension is different on a normal Mark V Golf compared to a Mark V GTI. I do think this suspension is stock, and I'm like 99% sure that it is stock, but it definitely is stiffer compared to a normal Mark V Golf, because I do have another Golf that I do drive quite often as well, and it's a 1.9 diesel engine. So this car is definitely a lot stiffer compared to that car. I'm not sure if there is any differences between them two when it comes to the suspension and handling. The engine and the gearbox are the two main things that kind of bring value to this car, because they're the main things that you want to be working basically. If anything fails, it's going to be expensive because the gearbox is automatic, so obviously that's going to be expensive, and the engine as well. There is a couple of things that you want to do, like preventative maintenance with these 2 litre engines, which I will probably be doing. So in my opinion, obviously any newer car is too quiet. I do think I need an exhaust on this car for sure, because I do want to hear how the engine sounds a lot better. Obviously all the downshifts and everything would sound a lot better if the exhaust was custom. So I will most likely be making my own exhaust, which I will most likely also do a video on, so you'll see what the exhaust is going to be like. I will probably be deleting the resonator and the rear muffler, because I have seen videos and the car sounds a lot better without them two things. I'm just going to throw like a straight pipe from the middle section of the exhaust all the way to the tips. Make the tips a lot bigger as well, so they look nicer in general. So far I don't think there's many other things that I can talk about. I've only done probably around 500 kilometers, if not less, with this car since I've rebuilt the car. So there's not much that I can actually talk about, other than that I'm actually enjoying the car and it is actually quite fun to drive. I do like the DSG gearbox with the paddles, and I think if the paddles weren't here, you wouldn't really have that driving experience like you do with the paddles. So any other automatic car without the paddles, I don't think would be that fun, to be honest. Alright, so now we're going to hit up some nicer roads. This is what the car sounds like from the inside. I'll do a quick rev. Alright, so as you can probably hear, it's nothing special, so I do want to change up the exhaust, definitely. Let's go hit up some nicer roads. Alright, I think the wind noise is a bit too much. So as you would expect, the DSG shifts so fast that it just moves. It just keeps moving. It's just effortless to drive this car. I think we do have some 16-inch wheels on the car now, but once I change it up to the 18, maybe 18-inch wheels that I did end up buying, it's gonna be a lot better. We are driving on a private road, obviously, so yeah, just keep that in mind. It does feel nice and stiff in the corners. Need to be careful here because there could be someone driving ahead, obviously. Alright, let's hit that road once more. And that's probably gonna be the end of the video once we do this road. Just losing traction. I've never driven a Mark V GTI, but I think once you sit into this car, especially with the DSG gearbox, and you'll go for a drive, you're gonna fall in love with it straight away, because it is a fun overall car to drive, and just as a daily in general as well, as I already mentioned. It does have a decent amount of power for just normal roads, so you're definitely gonna be happy with that. And the handling for a stock car is actually quite nice as well. I'm not even actually trying to push this car on these roads, and it's just taking it so easily. I can just imagine what this car is like with a couple of engine mods, maybe around 250 to 300 horsepower, a lot better suspension, and a good set of brakes. This car would be actually really nice to drive. The only thing is that it's front wheel drive, so it would just lose traction straight away, and that's the main reason why I don't want to do a lot of mods in this car. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Wait for next week's video because we will be fitting some new wheels to the Mark V GTI, so stay tuned for that. It will be most likely a video that's going to be up next Sunday after this video. If you have any questions about the Mark V GTI, make sure to leave some comments in the comments section. I will answer them. So if you have some ideas for videos with this car, leave them in the comments section as well. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe. More videos are on the way, so stay tuned for them. You can hit the notifications button that's right beside the subscribe button, so you are notified whenever I upload the new video. You can also check out my Instagram. I leave it somewhere on the screen here or in the description as well, where you can be more up to date with this car and just in general things that go on around my life, some new cars I buy or any other things like that. So thanks for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.